Alright, Magnus and I just got back on site a little bit ago here. Mike is over at the other job site, digging a couple footings. Here's the job we've been working on all week. How you doing back there, buddy? You ready for more soap? Okay. So here it is. It's been a fun week. It went pretty well. It's been a fun job to set up. And it's all ready to go now. There's a little masking, a little bit of spray down. Got a couple hitches in the giddy up, I guess you could say, but nothing too serious. We had to regrade a little part of it. We used plywood on the grass, so the grass stayed fairly decent. But it's been a good time. Over the weekend we went up to Mount Lemon, and that was a pretty good time. Let's go ahead and refill it then, buddy. It's going to be a stamp patio, Roman slate texture. No pattern really. Just in the 7-foot squares. I might put a border on it, haven't decided yet. But we're going to mix up a little more soap water right now and get after it. Good morning from the toy room. It is 70 degrees in Picture Rocks this morning. We're heading for a high of 98. Looks like we'll hit a low of 67 at sunrise, but we'll see what we end up with. We've got a 750 square foot patio, salmon color with baked clay antique release on it. Should be an interesting color combination. I do love stamping. It's been, we don't do a lot of stamping in Arizona. We did a lot in Minnesota, and I miss it a lot. We've done a few big ones here, but nothing like back home. So I'm looking forward to this one. Should be a hell of a good time. We've got Martin, Mike, Orville, Brett, and myself going to be there, and also Magnus. Magnus taking the day off school, and he's going to be there because it is kind of a big deal. This is a big event for our family and for our company. So we're going to be heading out here shortly. I'm going to go get Magnus up, make sure he's getting dressed. I woke him up once, but sometimes it takes a couple times in the mornings. So we'll see you all out there on that job site. Well, Uncle Remus should be here any minute. 6:27. Have you heard anything from him? I will right now. You got another one right after this, or?
Oh, the 9:30.
Where's that at?
Like it's south of downtown. It's not too far. I mean, it is what it is. That's fucking hold it up.
You lose your truck? I see those boots plugged. What?
That's just, you know why that's because he was just sitting right on the corner, and he just is sitting behind the
You have to crawl up in there and then.
and like, he didn't even let us know he was there.
Yeah. That's more fun that way.
Always. Yeah, Brandon's a cement snowman.
Yeah, make sure you send me a picture. Alright. Later. Here comes old Uncle Remus. Finally. That's going to be throwing release. Sit on top of the release bucket over there. No. Absolutely not. Who is it? Come in. Alright, let's take a look at the mud. Alright, now if you've been around concrete very long at all, you know what's going on right there. That's a plugged up line. Sometimes it's not so bad, sometimes it's a pain in the butt. Let's go check it out. Lactose intolerance. Well, hopefully they got all that cement out of the bin, huh?
There she goes. What do I do about the sprinklers?
One thing after another, now the damn sprinklers are on. I know. Hey, the sprinklers are on back here. Oh, yeah, they turned off. Thanks for the cheers, pretty much. Good job, buddy. Stay on it.
Hold on, man. That's where I need to be.
Right at the pink stake. Should be right at the pink stake.
Oh, okay.
Shelter, just bring it to me. Bring it up. Okay.
We'll have to check it with that.
Grab hold of it. We'll check it again over here right now.
Coming at ya. Having a hard time, buddy? Yeah, they're hard to get off, aren't they?
Yeah. It happened.
Now I'll show you how to do it. You come over on a board like this.
Yeah.
Get a box cutter and cut them off.
You go to a board and you stand on the board like this here. And then you kick it with your heel. And then they come right off. The old jitterbug. You use it pretty often down there, huh?
Yeah, every floor pretty much now.
Yeah. Alright, so the mud is down. We're hitting it with a jitterbug to knock the rocks down. And basically what that does is it helps you get a little bit creamier surface. A little something more to stamp into. It'll be the only time you'll ever see us jitterbugging anything. And normally we'd roller tamp it. We've got a roller tamp, but or I don't have one. Martin's got one, but his was out of town right now. So jitterbug time. Be a good finish for them cattle lots up in Minnesota.
Yeah, lots of steep driveways.
Yeah.
Do it like this, huh?
You remember when I used to wear the Tam shoes? I made the Tam shoes out of rebar. I made them before your time even. But I made them 6 inches tall so I could work in 6-inch concrete. I just walked around out there with, 2 pieces.
Not make no holes.
No hole.
No footprint.
No footprint. No.
Nice, good idea.
No. Works pretty good. That was back when we used to camp stuff. Haven't done that for a while.
Yeah.
Here comes the mud man.
Thank you.
We got just a hair over 4 inches of slope from one end to the other, Marty, so
That's good.
there ain't much there, but I thought putting that joint in there is going to make that, help
Yeah,
carry.
that's good amount. I mean, for the,
Yeah.
we're both sloping this way,
Yeah. You just got to
going
carry
the other way.
right down that joint. A fine joint pattern or what?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Isn't that something?
Just
Isn't that something?
missing a couple wall bones.
Real leg wetter. I was commenting on Bobby Grubb's Y bone on his video or whatever. Oh, he did a Y bone. And they're like, what the hell is a Y bone? It's that thing over there on the concrete,
Can I help you, Sam?
Travis was looking. Diesel was there.
What's that, buddy?
Can I help you, Sam?
Was there. So I don't think
Yeah, we'll go dust that one of you got pretty soon here.
No, but can I help on the base side?
Yeah, I think so.
I really want to try to look at that big tank and see if I can do it.
Well, yeah, we'll probably get you just on a mag on the edges,
Okay.
And,
Dad, why aren't you just throwing it out like Ryan does?
Well, yeah, this is the way Ryan does his stamps too. You just rub it on your stamps, just get them on there. We'll be throwing it on the slab. Yep, that gets thrown out there too. But they do this part too. They just don't see this part. This is the less glamorous part. This stamp has never been used for anything other than liquid release before, so it's still like brand new. Yeah, so you'll take this mag here and you'll stamp it in there.
Do you have to hit hard?
Not at first. As it gets harder, you hit it harder. Got a new trowel, Marty?
The other one, I've had it for a few months, but the other one got run over with the trowel machine.
Alright, so now that does not stick to your fingers anymore, when I touch it, there's no cement sticker on my fingers. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp that one. Buddy, time to stamp.
Mine?
Yep. Alrighty, buddy. So here's what you do. Put this on here.
I think you're just pushing it like that.
And you hit it. You wanna hold it down with one hand and then smack it with the other. Oh, you want it to move around like that, see? That's why you gotta hold it with one hand.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't let it move like that, bud.
Right.
Here, let me show you.
Here, can you hold
Just
on?
straight up and down, okay? Straight up and down. So.
Can I do that?
And let's see if I can... Now with this one, we won't hit it at all. We won't even hit it with the mag on this one. Because it's just too soft. You can't really do that. So we'll just be walking it in with our feet. Okay?
What?
We'll just walk it in with our feet, okay?
Trying to step on it?
Yep. Not stomp it or anything, just step it in. That's all you gotta do. Just set it on there. When you pick them up, you gotta make sure you just pick them up nice and gentle. Straight up. You feel it going into your feet, and just walk around the whole thing, just nice and easy. Make sure you step on the whole thing, okay? Alright, I'll be right back. As soon as you get done stepping over the whole thing, move it off of there, okay? So what I think with looking at this now is that we would have been better off with a narrower jointer. Because we might have been better off with a narrower jointer on this. The way that thing fits in there, you know?
That's too small, huh?
It's a little bit small, yeah. But this style is better for if you don't have that thing, but it's not if you have that thing. You're better off having your little white one, probably. I'm guessing, you know.
Two, four joints all together.
Reopening them,
Yep.
you know.
Are you taking a dump?
Yeah,
It
he's,
looks like it.
yeah, he's taking a dump. He got a flap in the back of his pants.
Well, I mean, you're on. That thing is open.
Yeah, it's time to powder this baby and go. There he is. That'd be kind of nice, huh? Little refreshing little rain. Grab your corner. This is getting a little bit convoluted here, but
That was gonna step in the concrete. Definitely looked like it for a minute.
Gotcha. Okay, we are coming down the home stretch, and I know we didn't get a heck of a lot of footage because most of my camera crew bailed on me today. Allison was supposed to come out. But Marty and Bretta are finishing her up right now.
That's it. Yep. That's it.
So, pick them up and call it done.
Huh?
Pick them up and call it done. Just carry them out into the truck, huh? Or you can pile them up right over here and take a couple at a time. I'll take the big one.
I'll get the small one.
Yeah, you get the small ones.
Over here on the wall?
You could just flop them or just drop them on the ground on the sidewalk. Alright, so it turned out pretty dang nice. Of course, we got a long ways to go before we can see the final product. But everything went pretty well according to plan. Kind of shaky, there was a lot of tamping. A lot of tamp stamping. What do you think? Did we get it all tamped in there good, Orville? See any light spots?
I haven't seen any light spots.
Yeah. Alright. Well, time will tell. Well, Magnus and I got the black truck running this morning. He likes this one. It's kind of jacked up, but pretty cool. You like this truck, bud?
Yeah.
So we're going to take this one to school, and then I'm going to bring it back home and leave it for Mommy. Mama Concrete. Huh?
Can I tell them about the hockey stuff I want to get?
Sure, go for it.
So I got some hockey. I got a hockey ball for street, right? And then I got one puck for the street.
Getting into
It's
hockey.
gonna work to it. And then I'm gonna have fun with it, pretty much.
Yeah.
I might not play hockey, when I probably won't because there's like no teams here. And it's a lot of money even if you do play here. It's at Flagstaff. And it's about $1,000 just for sign-ups. But so I'm probably not gonna do that, but it'll be fun to have a hockey stick in that so I can play sometimes.
There you go. Yep, we've moved on from horseshoes to hockey now. So.
Well, no, we're still playing.
Oh, guys, you still got both.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, we're going to get him to school, and then it's going to be time to go and clean that patio up for ceiling today. Uh-oh, guess who's coming with the work today? Carly and I are on site, and we're going to check out the job site here. I don't have any mic on, so hopefully you can hear me just fine with my phone right in front of my face. Mikey's taking off some forms. We'll go ahead and scrub those up in a minute, now, Mike. We gotta get some hose out here. Kind of ground out some joints that were a little closed. And it's not a bad texture. You know, I mean, I'm super critical, so I'll never, ever, ever have a stamp job that I'm fully satisfied with, ever. I know that, but it looks all right. It looks really good to most people, and it looks all right to me. So we're gonna get after it and get something done. Kind of. Hey, you run the hose a little bit now. A little contrast there, but not much. 11:30. Alright, we got everything washed up, cleaned up, good enough for right now. I don't want to do any acid washing because it looks really light right now. And I know that can change really dramatically. And that's why we did these samples. So what I did here is I just pressure washed this half. I scrubbed and pressure washed that half. And then here, I only scrubbed and pressure washed that half. This half we washed with did a light acid wash. So what's going to happen is once we can spray that down with some sealer, we can see exactly what we end up with. And if it gets crazy darker than I think it is, then we'll go ahead and do some acid washing on the patio at that point in time. Right now, when the patio is wet, it's looking really light on the release. You can kind of see the variation that's going on here. I know it's hard to tell with the camera, but all those light areas in between should be in the keyword now. Be like almost a rusty orange when we spray the sealer on it. So I'm really curious to see if that's what we're going to end up with. You know, sun-baked clay looks really orange, almost terracotta-like in the sample. So, and the salmon looks pink, really light pink. So we'll see. It's going to change dramatically, I know that. Alright, we're going to be starting a job here next week. And I just stopped by to mark for utility location. So you can see I've marked the perimeter of everywhere we're going to work. The basic shape. And now I'll call 811 and they'll come in and locate all the utilities. So when we go and removing this and digging in here, we don't hit some power or gas or sewer or, you know, obviously there's water in there. But for you young guys out there just getting started, it's easy to forget this stuff. We normally have our customers do it. We try to remind them to do it, but don't do it. Don't dig unless you've got a call in. We're starting this job on Monday. It is now Wednesday, so I got to get the call in by the end of the day. And I probably should have had it in by the end of yesterday. Because even though they're supposed to have it done in 48 hours, sometimes they take a little longer. Alright, today is the day that we are going to spray. We're at the stamp patio. Just doing a little experimenting on these samples while I got them. Today we're using D1. It's a satin finish. And it's the first time I've ever used it. From what I've heard, it's some good stuff. We already checked. We got our half-gallon per minute tip on the sprayer. It's important for the D1. It's got to be put on thin. It can't be put on too heavy. I think we need to run along both of these edges, and then I can just start filling in the middle, you know?
Yeah, I just got stuck in the ass.
Yeah, no, I understand. Take your time. The dripping is driving me crazy though, dude. I mean, I've heard other guys bitch about these sprayers online and stuff, but I thought they were just whiny babies.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan, you're not a whiny baby. And neither are you, Rick Thomas. So we're going to work our way along here, dripping all the way. And then we're going to go ahead and work our way along the other edge. Dripping all the way. It's dripping like crazy, dude. Yep, it's dripping like nuts.
So now, what do you want?
We want to run this fast as we can, so you just get behind it. I'll spray it, and you move it as quickly as possible.
All right.
Go ahead and back roll that section. Yep, it's like that. This stuff dries really fast. Just move over 18 inches, roll it. Move over 18 inches, roll it. It's just, it's almost half necessary, you know what I mean?
You say we do 2 passes with this stuff?
Yep, at least. I mean, it's supposed to be 2. Hopefully it's 2. I really like the color now.
Yeah, it would be cool if it would stay. I like it like that.
Oh yeah, sure.
It
And
doesn't make it look browner than pink.
yeah, and it should. It quit leaking now, at least.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe the seal bringing brand new needs
It's moistened.
subbed up in a little bit of moisture too.
Oh, it's dripping again. Put it in a crack. That was always the answer back in the day whenever you had a drippy one, you tried to put it in a crack right away. It should be able to pretty much go right back and go back on it, I think. We'll see if it's sticky or not.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September.
Alright, get your shield ready, Mikey. That sucker got me when we were pouring, man. I remembered it when I was watching the video. Yep, and then just be careful with the drips now, Mikey, because you know, let it drip on this side, not on that side. If we have any drips going on. So I'm gonna go this way. So ideally, you would roll it this way. You know, like from the same side as I'm coming from here. Yep. No, the same side as I'm at. See how my strips are going side to side, so you need to go opposite of them. Like this time of day, you can get away with, you know,
Sticky.
a little bit slow, but
And if it were hot, real hot, then
you gotta be rolling. You gotta be rolling like you're rolling like crazy. Well, that's staying a little bit nicer now, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach back out here and I'm just gonna hit a couple little areas here. You just go ahead and roll that again. I don't know, you'd even need to back roll this stuff, to be honest with you, but that's what they say. Yep.
When the autumn leaves are playing chase it, puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches on
They
my
change things, everything. I read this article from yesterday. October, hottest and driest. One of the hottest and driest for me. That's Baloney. I've been here my whole life.
Mhm.
It's very typical.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's always, you're not in the 90s, sometimes the high 90s, right till Halloween. That's exactly what it is.
I remember the first year I came down here, I poured a bunch of concrete behind my sister's house, or maybe it was the second year, whatever. I remember December and it was 92 degrees, you know? So,
And that's been 20 years ago.
yeah. Actually, I like this color a lot, Mike.
What?
I like this color a lot.
I like it more than now than then. It was too pinky. Not nearly so much, but even before we. Contrast of that.
I say that looks a lot better, don't you?
A lot, like I said. It's hard to find it.
Yeah.
Basically, you didn't think any more pressure to this color.
Yep.
It is all different.
Now it's just a matter of, do we want to hit any more of the surface out here? And I don't think that we really do. Go ahead and back roll that a little bit more now, Mike. You know that it's set in there pretty good. You can walk on here. I just did that one spot. Alright, well, as you know, there's no such thing as perfect in concrete, but it's looking really good. The powder release is tricky when you're stamping. You're going to get some spots that are light. Look at that contrast. It looks really good. You know, like this stamp could have been stamped a little bit more, but when you look at the whole thing, it just kind of blends in, you know. So, the one spot that we were having trouble with is there was a bald spot over here, and it's still there, and you can still pick it out. We were able to blend it a lot better than it was. Other than that, a few light stamps here and there, but really happy with it. Really kind of surprised with how the color came out, and pleased. But I knew it was going to get a lot darker, and it did. Alright. So you may be wondering about this drain over here. Why on earth is there a drain over here, right? Well, it's more of a conduit. It doesn't drain to here. It does drain out if anything gets in it. But he's going to be putting a fountain right here. It's going to bridge the center. And that's going to be his way to bring in his water and his power and everything. So, pretty cool stuff. Alright. Well, we'll see you on the next one. Make sure to like and share with all your friends. Alright, we'll see you on the next one.
Heading back to what used to be home, passing by those little towns I know so well, stopping for gas and then I'm behind the wheel again. Driving this like a spiritual cleanse, where every mile is a new beginning and every bend holds a new end. Eyes on the road, don't lose control. I'm speeding fast to chase my soul. I'm driving